What's up, everybody? Welcome back. BK to Qatar. We are here. We've waited 8.5 years to see the USMNT back on the biggest stage in the world. And for all us hardcore soccer people and soccer fans, we've been at it 4.5 years waiting for this moment. Qatar, Ecuador opened the World Cup today. Here we are. I don't have my film crew. I don't have my camera crew. It's a one-man wrecking crew here. But we're enjoying it so far, battling the jet lag. All right? Today, none other than the USMNT versus Wales preview show. Listen, lots to discuss. To open up, I want to see our intent. From the first whistle, the intent to go after the game to get the 3 points. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is a final for the USMNT. We need to start off with a win if we want to advance to the round of 16 in our group. Okay? So, it's before the first whistle. It's the lineup that Greg Berhalter names is going to show the intent. Do we want to be on the front foot? Do we want to be an attacking team? Do we want to be creative? All the things that I've been touching on during this whole cycle. We're going to know when we have the lineup announced. We're going to talk about the lineup here in a second, what I'm discussing in terms of our intent. Is it Gio Reyna or Brendan Aronson in the midfield, or is it the MMA? Are we going to have creative forces? Because we're going to have the ball against Wales. Wales is going to give us the ball. But that's the big thesis of this opening episode. Okay, so Wales, they're going to set up in a 5-3-2. That's their go-to, mid-block. They're going to give us the ball. The keys to this game for us, okay? Defensively, let's talk about defensively really quick because we're going to have the ball. It's key to have all our pieces and all our defenders thinking defense while we're on offense. Okay, that's something that as a coach, we rehearse over and over and over again. We're in our attacking shape, we're in our attacking formation. We have the ball, Christian has the ball, Jesus has the ball, Weston has the ball. We're attacking in the final third. Okay, it's going to be imperative that our central defenders are tight and thinking defense while on offense. It's going to be imperative that Tyler Adams is positioning himself to repress and be in a good spot to win the ball back for us. It's going to be imperative that the other two central midfielders or the right back and left back are in good spots that when we lose the ball, we can repress. Obviously, we have to have the control of the game. We have to have our lines compact because defensively, our repress, when we lose it, because we're going to have the ball, is going to be critical to snuff out counterattacks that Wales is going to be good at. Gareth Bale and James, pace, intelligence, creativity, verticality. It's going to be very, very dangerous. So keys of the game: 1, defense while on offense. 2, limiting the amount of set pieces. Obviously, we know what Gareth Bale brings to the table. It's a known entity. That's from anywhere near the box, so not committing any fouls near the box. And obviously, the diagonal set pieces or corner kicks. Listen, in our region, when we face the CONCACAF teams, we don't struggle with that. But given our potential lineup, which we'll discuss in a second, we may struggle, okay? We only have the Walker Zimmerman. We only have Weston McKennie that are truly, truly good in the air. Look at our front line. We don't have a big physical 9 to drop in on a set piece and help us. We don't have Jordan Pifak or Simachu. We don't have a big profile like that to help us, okay? If we look at our midfield, and those guys are very, very good in the air, minus Weston McKennie. If we look at our back row, Serginho Dest. So we can struggle when it comes to set pieces when we face the likes of Wales, when we face the likes of England, we face the likes of these types of opponents. So it's going to be imperative that we are locked in on set piece defense. No doubt the staff is going to rehearse this over and over and over again, but there's no moment to shut off on this big stage and give up a cheap goal on a set piece. Lastly, what I want to discuss on the defensive side of the ball is tactical fouls. Okay, so we talked about defense while on offense, being in good positions, but recognizing the danger and eliminating it far from our goal because we can't commit fouls near our box. So end the plays early. Take yellow cards at 50 at the midfield at 50, 60 yards from our own goal. Okay, those are 3 big components that we need to spotlight defensively for us to have success. Flip it. The most important thing. We're going to have the ball. What are we going to do with it? I've talked long and hard about the lack of creativity on this team. And tomorrow we need a spark. We need to get a goal early. We need somebody to wake up, and it's going to be difficult with that line of 5, the 2 guys in front, middle protected. Funnel things a little bit wide. They're going to one service into the box to Jesus Ferreira. That's not going to work. Combination play is going to be everything, and to open up the combination play, shots from distance, something that we don't have if we're going to start the MMA. That's why, rewind to the beginning of this episode, I want to see the intent from kickoff. If Gio Reyna is fit, Gio Reyna should play. He should play in a central role because he has a little bit of range. He can open things up from 25, 30 yards out, and that will open up the combination play with Jesus Ferreira, with Christian Pulisic, with the other guys that can combine in the final third. Combination play is going to be imperative to pick the Wales lock when they set up deep in their own box and just urge us to rain in crosses. Okay? Again, guys, the intent is going to be key. The stage is set. It's the biggest stage in the world. Are our guys going to be up to it? Okay? Let's talk lineup for the USMNT. Greg's lineup, what I anticipate, and what I think the lineup should be. So Greg's lineup is pretty set, right? From what we hear, from what we read, from what we've known in this cycle. It's going to be Matt Turner in goal. It's going to be Serginho Dest if he's match fit on the right. It's going to be Walker Zimmerman. They're saying maybe Ream is in for long, but I'll believe it when I see it. The Jedi on the left. Tyler Adams at the holding mid with Weston and Musa if Weston is fit. If he's not, maybe we'll add Brendan Aronson or Gio in midfield. Christian wide left. Central is going to be Jesus Ferreira, and wide right, I think he's going to put Timo Weah. I hope he's going to put Timo Weah because combination play he brings to the table, unbalancing the final third he brings to the table. So that is Triple G's lineup. Again, I think all of us are adamant, especially in a game like this. You always have to analyze your opponent, what Gio could bring, to the table, being in central midfield. Now the other counter argument could be, hey, let's just battle. Let's keep it tight. Let's keep it nil-nil. Let's wait until the 60th minute and insert Gio Reyna to bring that spark, to bring that creative flair, to unpick this lock the last 30 minutes. Fine, that could be part of the game plan too, okay? But knowing how I want our team to graduate, knowing how I want our team to compete at the highest levels, knowing how I want us to be just a little step behind the big powerhouses, I want the intent from the first minute. You can't preach, on our day we can beat anybody if we're at our best, and then go conservative. I want Gio in midfield. I want Brendan in midfield. I want somebody in midfield that can open this Wales team up tomorrow. Okay? Let me check my notes, see if there's anything that I'm missing here. Let's talk about Tyler Adams, the captain. I think on one of my first episodes, I pretty much said it. This is the guy. You hear him talk, and he's serious. It's a born leader. It's not fake. He's serious. He's humble. He's hardworking. And he has the capabilities to lead by example. Tyler has to be the captain. I said it 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago in my inaugural episodes, and I'm so glad that he's been given that task for this group because he's a good representation of what U.S. soccer is all about. Grit, hard work. Yeah, we have the other components, but in terms of leadership role, Tyler Adams is key for this group. Jet lag setting in, guys. I'm dying over here. Prediction. Guys, I go back to this is a final for us. We need to win, get the 3 points. A tie doesn't kill us. We need points for this game. If we want to make the round of 16, we cannot afford to start off on the wrong foot against Wales. So my prediction, 1-1, keeps us alive, keeps us going on, moving to the next game against England. We need the 3. I'm going to go with a 1-1 prediction for this game. Okay? Lastly, it's a big moment, guys. I've been here 24 hours now. The city is buzzing. The country is buzzing. The world has descended upon Qatar. This group of young guys, say what you will, has never been at such a stage. So tomorrow, bright lights are coming on. It's not a big opponent, but it is a big venue. It is a big moment in their careers. Very limited World Cup experience. I don't think DeAndre's going to play. So debutants all across the board. I want to see if our guys have the minerals to step up and do the job. I want to see if Triple G has the minerals tomorrow to put an attacking lineup and the best possible attacking mindset from the first minute of the game to go and get the result and not speculate and not wait. That is the big question for our USMNT. I'm looking forward to it. Guys, tune in. Today is Qatar and Ecuador. We're going to see what the World Cup is all about. They're buzzing here. Like Ecuador, that's a different subject. I'm going to record a follow-up episode that's going to be published later on the ideal pre-World Cup 11. Ideal 11 best players in a formation pre-World Cup. We all know that a lineup that starts out a World Cup, be it for a national team or be it for this ideal 11, is never the same lineup that ends the World Cup. Enjoy, guys. We're back. Yeah, the stars are out. Look at it. My kid's better than the real kid, no? Adidas did a better job than Nike. Later, guys.